Okay, Beetles, here it is, week number 27, regular words that have OU in them. So this case, OU often has that ow sound that we hear in words, but it's the English language, so sometimes it doesn't. And the first few words, well, those are those weird rule breakers where it's not going to. So word number one, could. I could write in a different color, but it would be even harder to see. So OU, and then, I don't know why there's an L in there. We don't hear it, but there we go. That's could. The next one rhymes with could, should. So we could write with a different color, but we should write with black so it's easiest to see. Again, OU, silent L, don't know why it's there, ends in the D. And number three, would. As in, I would like to write in a different color because I like rainbows, but you wouldn't be able to see it. So we've got plain old black. All right, that's would. Okay, the next OU ones, they're buddying up with GH or sometimes GHT. And so instead of saying ow, they don't. Number four, rough. The whiteboard is not rough, it is very smooth. So OU-GH in this case says uff. As it does in number five, enough. So the only thing I changed here was I changed out the R for an EN at the beginning. You get the E and the enough part. So again, OU-GH says uff in this case. All right, but it's English, so it can make more than one sound. Next up, thought. I thought it would be easy if all words with OU just said ow, but they don't. Okay, so again, this time we're adding a T on the end, and it makes it say ought at the end, which, funnily enough, is our next word. This word gets used a lot more in England than it does here. We ought to do something means that's something that we really should do. Well, look, should, ought, both weird ways of using the OU. Okay, so ought, just the second part of thought, just with the TH taken off. So you ought to practice your spelling words so that you can get an excellent at the end. Okay, now we're going to have OU-GH that says ew. Weird. Oh, sorry, no, it says O. Number 8, though. Though our classroom is currently empty, often it has lots of students in it, though. Number 9 rhymes with that, dough. I've heard a lot of people are taking advantage of this time to do some baking, and they might use some dough to make some bread, since they're not going to work to make the kind of dough that is money. All right, and the last way the OU-GH can sound is the oo sound, through. So this isn't the kind of, like, it's not the through a ball, this is I walked through the door. Okay, so it's got that OU-GH and the THR working together to make that thrrr sound at the beginning. Now, it's finally time to have some OU says ow. Number 11, crouch. If you crouch down, you bend your knees and get really nice and low. Number 12, slouch. It's not good to slouch because you'll end up with a hunchback. Stand up straight. Number 13, count. Luckily, I can count to 20. Otherwise, I don't know what we do for our spelling words. Number 14, bounce. in this one, we've got the C that's making the S sound because remember, E's and I's make C's say S instead of K. So bounce. So you gotta remember to put that E on there. Otherwise, if we didn't have the E, it would be bounk, which doesn't mean the same thing at all. You might like to bounce a basketball inside the school, but unless you're in the gym, please don't. Number 15, mouth. I like to put chocolate in my mouth because then I get to eat it. Number 16, pour. Oh, we're back to ones that don't say ow anymore. Crazy. Okay, this kind of pour doesn't mean you don't have any money. This kind of pour means I'm going to pour water on the plants in our greenhouse, so hopefully they survive for another week. Pour. Rhyming with pour, your. These are your spelling words for week 27. Number 18, cousin. Your cousin is your, or could be, your mother's sister's children, or your mother's brother's children, or your father's sister's children, or your father's brother's children. They'd be your cousins. Okay, number 19, group. This one's totally weird because you'd think with the oo sound it should be two O's. But it's just like the through over here. These ones, the OU ends up making oo for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, and another weird one, country. Looks like it should say country because it's got count, and we just stick an RY on the end. Our country is Canada. That's where we live. And our bonus word, also a weird one, shoulder. If you manage to get all of these words correct on your spelling test, you can pat yourself on the shoulder. All right, folks, that's week 27.